had that lady.
That's my great podcast.
She's the one for me.
See,
for the first few months we used to go out and kick it.
Oh yeah, we back
I tell you, we had a lot of fun.
Come on for a few minutes tonight. Talk about a few things tonight.
Yeah, we had that.
One thing being domestic violence.
But then my woman started acting funny.
Yeah, domestic violence. Domestic violence, it is real. And we got a lot of women out here, man. For some reason, they just don't understand. It's okay to walk away, but we won't jump right back into it here. Let's just go about 20 more seconds, and then we'll jump right into it.
See, Corona got the best of me, yes it did, and I couldn't even sing 444. At first I thought it was a man. Thought it was a man that had her attention.
He's saying in the song, how can you love me?
Started blaming myself.
That's a good question. How can you love me? Putting your hands on me and you love me? Nah, we're gonna jump right on to it, y'all. Hey, y'all, just want to come on for a few minutes here. It was brought to my attention that somebody that's close, they going through some domestic violence, and they're afraid right now. They're afraid to walk away, and under no circumstances can you be afraid to walk away or just sit around and let somebody put their hands on you. You can't do that. And women, I mean, domestic violence, it can go both ways. It could be the man. The man can be a victim of domestic violence, just like the woman, you know, a victim of domestic violence. And under no circumstances is it cool to be, you know, fall victim to domestic violence. But what I will say is, if you happen to be in a relationship that's unhealthy, whether the man or the woman, that y'all putting hands on each other, then it's time to walk away. Walk away from that situation, because the situation ain't gonna get no better. If he put his hands on you one time, he gonna do it again. If she put her hands on you one time again, she gonna do it again. So you got to understand the signs that's out there, and don't subject yourself to that type of behavior, that type of foolery ever. So we'll dive right into it. And anybody that's live with me right now that's listening to the show, if you know somebody that's been in a domestic relationship, or if you've been in a domestic relationship where violence took place, hey, call into the show, 945-800-8205, and let's talk about it. Come on, be a part of the show tonight. Like I say, I'm just going to be on for a few minutes because somebody asked me to come on and let's talk about it. And I told them I would do it. So, hey, that's where we at. But domestic, it's real. It's been around forever. And these folks, you know, they cracking down on it. So, you know, they're not playing no more. They giving some serious time behind this domestic violence. And the question is, women, why do y'all stick around when this man is putting hands on you? Why? Is it financial? Is your self-esteem that low to where you feel like, you know, you can't get a man? You need this man to validate you. I don't know what it is, but you can't stick around and let no man put his hands on you. And I just be damn if I'm gonna sit around and let a man put his hands on my daughter. My daughter called and tell me a boy's trying to fight on her. I've been hitting on her. He gonna have some problems. That's bottom line. So, you know, fortunately, I ain't had to go through that with my daughter, and it's just not a good look. And, you know, I recall back in the day when my sister was around, my sister used to whoop up on her baby daddy, and I didn't have to worry about that, you know, because my sister, anybody know Tammy McGee, know she could take care of herself. But it's not cool when you're in a relationship and this dude is putting his hands on you, and you just continue to stay in a relationship. What it is, I don't know. I mean, can't no man or woman be that good to where you just stick around and let them put hands on you and you just not do nothing or say nothing and think that it's okay. Especially when you got kids involved, whether they his kids or not, the kids stick around and they see that and the kids are traumatized by that. So we got to do a better job of protecting our kids from this type of foolery. It ain't cool at all. So hey, going through something, get out of it. Get out of it. So my first question is why? Why do women stick around? I don't know the answer, but I wish somebody would call in and tell me, or somebody would come on and be a part of the show to help me out. Why do women stick around and let a man abuse them? 945 800 8205. Come on, be a part of this show because I know some women out here that's listening to the show or listening to the broadcast that has been in a similar situation, and it's just not a good look when you gotta go around your family members, your eyes black, your lips is bust, or you gotta go to work and you gotta put on all this extra makeup to hide all the bruises and what this man been fighting on you. And we just got to just we gotta do a better job of disguising it, I guess. No, walk away from this situation. Uh my boys, I got some pretty good boys, I must say. And my niece, she can take care of herself. So far as my immediate family, I don't know anybody. I don't know anybody because everybody in my family, they fighters, and they don't mind. They don't mind getting their hands dirty. You put your hand on one of them, they gonna retaliate. I'm talking about the women in my family, and they just don't do no playing. They don't do no playing at all. So anybody that's going through something domestic and you're afraid to get out, give me a call. 214-254-0221. That's my media number. 214-254-0221. And I got some women that's on deck that can talk to you about the situation that you may be going through. And don't never think that because some dude is whooping up on you, don't look at it as embarrassing. Now look at it as a lifesaver because one day it may not end well. And most times, a lot of guys that's fighting on these women, they they see, maybe they dad whooping on their mama or their brother whooping on his girlfriend. But they've seen somebody, uncle whooping on somebody. But as men, we got to step up and try to get these young boys or get these young men or men in the right direction, because if they continue to do what they're doing, two things gonna happen. They going to jail or they going to an early grave. And we got enough of our black men that's locked up that don't need to be locked up behind putting their hands on a woman. And women, I understand that some of you women are so-called independent, or some of you women, so-called women, are quick to say that you can handle yourself, and yeah, you tough and all that shit, and that's cool. That's cool. But what you can't do is you're not gonna overpower no man. That you're not gonna do. You're not gonna overpower no man. So stop thinking that you can. Yeah, he may let you put your hands on him, and he may not fight you back, but you're not gonna ever overpower no man. And if it gets to the point to where you become combative in the relationship, then just walk away. Both of y'all walk away. Live to see another day, or have another day of freedom, or have your kids to see you the following day. But if you continue the cycle, it's not going to end well. So, like I said, I just wanted to come on, and I hope somebody called me and then let's talk about it. The next thing I wanted to talk about was, you know, sometimes people take advantage of friendship. We have to ask ourselves, what does friendship look like? Friendship. Everybody not your friend. And when you do have a friend, you need to try to hold on to that friend. And y'all bring the best out in the friendship. And in friendship, it's not that you owe this person or that person owe you and y'all can't talk about it, or y'all can't just become on one accord, man, and don't think that he or she is taking advantage of you, or you trying to, take their friendship for granted, or whatever case may be. You just have to be on the same page, man. And you can always agree or disagree about anything, man. But at the end of the day, if you call a person your friend, then that's what that person need to be to you. And going on from this day on, I got a lot of friends. I call my friends, but what I'm about to do is I'm gonna start distancing myself, and I'm just gonna be. That's what I'm gonna be. I'm gonna be a friend. If you need me, you can call me. But from this day on, I'm not doing no more business with my friends. That's what I'm not gonna do, because it's it's disheartening, man, and it shouldn't be like that. I help everybody out. I'm talking about me now. I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about Kelvin McGee now. I help people out all the time, and people have helped me out, and I'm appreciative of them. And I don't take no situation for granted. But you can rest assured, if you call me, I'm gonna be there for you. But starting today, if you call me today, I don't know how quick I am to get there. I'm just changing my ways because I know I've been damn good. But I gotta change up some things, man. I'm 55 now. I ain't getting no younger, and so is my friend. They not getting any younger. And one thing I know, being growing up over in East Dallas, and it's bad what I'm about to say. These guys in East Dallas, they'll speak to you. They'll laugh and joke with you, but they ain't business wise. They ain't gonna spend a dime with you. They claim they happy for you. They're not even happy for you undercover. But it's okay, man. It's okay. I want to say congratulations to Lil Don, Teasing, and all those that pitched in on the back to school hood block party up there at Metropolitan, between Metropolitan, Hamilton, and Lego. Yeah, we had Dallas police up there on deck. They did their job. They was out doing their job, and a lot of people was mad at them because they was up there doing their job. But when I went and spoke with the sergeant, and what he expressed to me was that they wasn't against them having the back to school thing over there. They just that they got word there was gonna be a block party, and there was no permit. And the last thing he said, the last block party that was done over East Dallas a few months ago up there at 415, 415 there, whatever it was, they had a great block party. But after the block party, it extended over to Collins Street, where a young lady lost her life later on that night. Lost her life, man. So the police said that, they didn't want that type of thing to happen again. And this goes back to this friendship thing, man. Everybody in East Dallas come up with each other. They know each other. And some moved out of East Dallas and went on to other parts of the city. But you never forget who your friends are. And just because you move across the, different part of the city, then your ways tend to change. And it's bad to say that the majority of people that's in tour with each other, I don't care what part of the city you're in, majority of people that's in tour with each other, they grew up together. And that's the $1 million question. What happened? Why is it that friends become enemies? And it's bad, man. Why is it that we can't get together and talk about how we used to have fun? Yeah, you may have moved on and doing some bigger things. That's just like That's just like he in the next room over there, and I got Quinn Black. He in the next room, but Quinn, I got to throw you on the bus here. You know, Quinn went out there and Quinn did his thing, man. And then Quinn done seen a lot of things. Quinn done made money. And one thing about Quinn or QB or whatever y'all call him, you know, Quinn Black, you know, he the same guy. He ain't changed. Yeah, he gets in the studio, he does his thing, he make his money, but he easy to get along with. He opened his door up to the studio. He'll speak to anybody, and that just who he is, you know. If he wanted some celebrities to come through the studio, I'm sure he could just make a phone call because he been in the industry long enough. That goes back to what I'm saying. Friendship, friends. You never forget who your friends are, man, because one day you might need your friends. And it ain't a good thing when you cross that line or burn that bridge because you never know when you're gonna need that friend. So I'm gonna say this here to guys that grew up in East Dallas, that may have went to school at Madison, that may have went to school at Billy Dade, Florence, Hood, Dunbar, Old Percy Anderson, Lincoln, whatever, man. We are right here in Southeast Dallas, and some might have moved to Pleasant Grove, Oak Cliff, whatever case may be. Say, man, let's not forget, man, where we come from, because majority of the people in Dallas, and I'm gonna say Dallas as a whole, I'm gonna say DFW. I'm gonna say I can't put a percentage on it, but I'm gonna say a bunch of them grew up right here in Southeast Dallas, and they moved out, man. So you can't say that just because you move to another part of the city to try to better yourself, you still can have a better life here in Southeast Dallas. You know, they look down on South Dallas, they look down on East Dallas, but you can't beat people coming back here to hang out because they got old friends over here, and this is, you know, this is gonna always be home to them. But people got to stop coming to South Dallas and East Dallas doing their dirt, and then go back to where they live. It's the same thing with some of these preachers, man. You know, in South and East Dallas, it's probably I could be wrong, but I think I did a study on this. I think it's about 122 or 123 churches in Southeast Dallas alone. That's a lot of churches. And I can honestly say you may have 5 that's giving back in the communities. And my thing to the churches is that your church has been in South and East Dallas for all these years, and y'all can do more than what you're doing, man. Y'all can get out here and help with the back to school thing, team with some organizations, team with other churches, and let's just give back, man. Because at the end of the day, just like these neighborhood stores don't do nothing, man. They come over here, and the folks in South and East Dallas, they patronize, they go in these stores daily and spend their money. And you can't get these stores to get back. My organization, Destined to Be Great, I can go to these store owners and, hey, man, can y'all donate $5, $10, $50? You know, I want to get some uniforms, back school supplies, back to school for the kids. And they'll look at you. And you got to keep going and asking, and then they'll finally give in to you. You know, when Destined to Be Great asks for it, if you need a tax write-off, I give you a tax write-off. All I'm trying to do is be a beacon of hope for the kids in South and East Dallas, man. You know, it's hard out here. Most of your kids got, you know, single parents. They don't know where their dad at. That's why I created my uncle's program through Destined to Be Great, Uniting Neighborhood Children Learning to Engage Socially. My uncle's program is a great program that I'm got up and running, and we're trying to reach our youth, and with help or without help, it's gonna happen. And if there's a kid out there that aspires to be whatever the case may be, give me a call. We're gonna make it happen for them. You know, I gotta brag on my daughter. My daughter wants to be an attorney and she wants to be a judge. And a friend, thank you, Brenda Lane. Brenda Lane reached out to me and told me she had a friend that's a judge up in Houston. And I reached out to the judge, and I got to take my daughter to Houston to a court, and my daughter's gonna be an honorary judge for one day. And hey, it's a great thing. She's gonna get to see how the judicial system works, and she get to talk to some attorneys. She get to talk to some judges. So I'm excited about that. So I'm planning a trip for her to get to Houston so she can get that done. I'm gonna try to get there between tomorrow and Friday before school start back. But she's gonna get to meet this judge here, and if there's anybody else's kids that wants to be whatever, give me a call so we can make it happen. If your kid want to be a cook, a chef, we're gonna Q&A some chefs at hotels and restaurants. Try to get them in on Saturdays where they can, get there and do anything. If your kid wants to be a welder, we got Nick, we got Sam over here, and we got some more contractors that we'll reach out to start teaching kids about welding. They want to get off into HVAC, air conditioning, heating. Got Nike Walker Mechanical Services. We got Mike Sloan AC. We got Quincy. We got three guys just right here in the neighborhood, man, that, I'm going to reach out to and say, hey, I'm going to beg them. Hey, man, just can you give me 30 minutes of your time and let's talk to our kids about whoever wants to get off into HVAC, and let's plant that seed. And maybe on weekends you got a weekend job, they can come out and see what you do, see what it entails. Electricians, hey man, same thing. Any kids that want to get off into broadcasting, journalism, anything like that, they can come into the studio and let's get them behind the camera, get them behind the mic, and let's get them trained up. Any kid that wants to get off into engineering, get off into making beats, whatever case may be. We got Quentin over in the studio over there. We can get with Quentin and see if he can donate a few minutes of his time and talk to the kids and just give them some basics, or just sit down and just give them some knowledge about how he started and some of the roads that he has traveled. But we got to do something, man. My buddy Craig Sillowhite, he's off into home building. And Craig, he wants to sit down and talk to the kids about all the steps into building a home from finding the property, making sure that the dirt that you're building on is cool. Serve from surveying to land, I mean to build a foundation, to just teach the kids the whole 9 yards, man. And we just got to do it, man. We got to help our kids help themselves. I want to reach out to Ed Turner, new school board trustee in South Dallas. Looking forward to working with Ed and possibly trying to, talk to him about some things and how we can reach our kids here in South Dallas, whether that be Billy Dade, Madison, Lincoln, Rice, Turner, H.S. Thompson, Martin Luther King down there. We got enough schools over in South Dallas, man. And then maybe Ed can reach out to some more trustees to where we can expand this thing throughout Dallas, man. But we got to step up and say, hey, man, we got to help our kids. This goes back to that friendship piece that I was talking about. Friendship go a long way. And if you can't respect your friends, then I don't know. Because one thing I know, you're either the problem or you the solution. And if you can't get along with your friends, that means somebody's the problem. You distance yourself from that, you move around from that. But we got to save our kids. We got to help our kids, man. I was having a conversation that I'm switching gears again. And I was told about this youngster that came to prison. He's 19. He's a bad act out there in them streets that, walking around with them guns every day and had all his friends with him every day. But when he went to prison, it got real. It got real. And they said this boy here got raped every day by a person that's been in over 25 years. Raped this boy every day. This boy would be screaming and hollering. And they said that the inmates was hollering under the doors and beating on stuff, trying to get the guards' attention to come help this boy out, and brutally raped this boy, man. A 19-year-old raped this boy so bad that the boy couldn't even, he couldn't hold his bowel movement. And that's the thing, man. Our kids out here at a young age, there's so many of them getting locked up at a young age. And I don't know what type of game they think it is, but it's real in that prison. And it's only so many stories that you hear while you're in that prison. And there's a bunch of them that you don't hear about while you're in that prison. And my brother, he started the show Inspired Voice of Life Behind Bars, and he's taking a break from it, and maybe I'll get back in, and I'm gonna do my research. I'm gonna maybe get back in and do the show. And what I plan on doing is I want to go to different parts of Dallas, and I want to talk to guys that's been to prison that's doing some positive things now, so they can come in and share their stories and tell what they're doing now to actually help these young people out there not go to prison. I don't want you to just come on the show and just talk about prison just because you went to prison. No, that ain't what I want. I want you to be able to come in and be a beacon of hope to the people that's been the young boys that's out there wilding out and on their way to prison if they don't straighten up their act, man. So I'm gonna get back to doing that show because I don't know what my brother gonna do. I mean, he got a lot going on right now, so he's taking a break from the studio. But Inspired Voices Life Behind Ball, it's coming back, and if I got to get in and host it myself, then I'm gonna be back doing it, and I'm gonna be back doing it real soon. So anybody that's watching this here, any convicted felons, ex-cons, or whatever you want to call yourself, I'm gonna call you a mentor now. But if you've been to prison and you're doing some great things in the community, I'd like for you to come on the show and let's talk about it. And every week, I want to come up with some type of contingency plan so we can get out there, execute, and try to get the young boys on the right track, man. So I just wanted to come on for a few minutes here and just kind of talk about that. But we're gonna get back on the right track here. And that's my great podcast 210. We about to get back in motion. So hey, man, I just wanted to come on for a minute and talk about that. So hey, I'm just gonna get ready to end this. I just want to come on for a few minutes, but remember, y'all, friendship is big. Women, men that's in domestic violence situations, hey man, get yourself out of that because it ain't worth it. So hey, I'm gonna get ready to get up out of here. Let this run about 20 seconds, and I'm gonna end it here. And hey, we'll see you again next time. Now, that's my great podcast 210. Kevin McGee.
That's what I want you to do, gal. Oh, we're gonna make love like we've never made love before. Yeah, you see, I'm gonna do all the things, girl, I've never done before. Yeah.